Welcome, welcome. It's that time again. It's week 1. It's more games of TF2. Welcome to teamfortress.tv. I'm your host, TurboTabs, in the flesh. Not really. It's online. That'd be silly. But anywho, I should introduce my other staff members into the channel. We've got the one, the only. You demanded it. We gave it to you. It is the medic man himself, main caller, I think, leader of one of these Prem teams, and well, that's the big thing in lights. We should highlight Prem. It's Connor, aka Condawg, but we're gonna call him Connor because he's like that. He's written that on Mumble, and that's my little reference.
Yeah. Hello. What's up?
All right, Connor. How's it going?
Not too bad. You know, there's a long list of accolades you've given me there.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on my accolade giving. I feel like I don't give enough accolades to my co-casters, or I guess my co-people.
Yeah.
You need to kind of big them up, make them feel welcome.
Yeah, give me that confidence boost, I guess.
Exactly. Anyway, speaking of boost, where would we be if we weren't getting the boost power of Gemm, who's actually doing the real work tonight? He's going to be pressing our buttons. He's going to be controlling the camera. He's going to be missing all the frags. Not really an accolade, but we have to keep him in check as well.
It's Gemm.
It's Gemmy Wemmy. Alright. Enough of fooling around, Connor. It's time to get to business. This is ETF2L Season 28, Week 1. It is our third game of the week. It is ANTIC versus Weebtunnel Tactic. Are you hyped?
Of course I'm hyped, TurboTabs, you know. Been waiting for this one all week.
Now, there's not many times I actually go to my co-caster and go like, hold my hand throughout the entire way through, because you have played with these people, Connor. You have played against them, you've played with them, you should know these like the back of your hand.
Oh yeah, of course I do, TurboTabs, you know. Been in and around all these teams, you know, scrimming them, you know, sometimes murking, and I think it's going to be a good game, you know. Could be the closest out of the two games going on tonight. I think both teams have potential to win, really, you know.
Now, the tried true tradition is to go through the rosters one by one. So I'm going to give you the advantage, though. I'm going to let you pick the team, and I want you to tell me who's on that team.
Okay, so on the blue team tonight, we have Weebtunnel Tactics. We've got Mentalex, or Menti, on Medic. Vanny on Pocket. Ignis on Roma. And then we've got the scout pairing of Nuthouse and Bloodist tonight. And Warher on Demo.
Alright, and over on the side of red team we have ANTIC, which will be Raptor on Medic, Smear on Demoman, AMS on the Pocket Soldier. Well, if you can call it Pocket. And we also have Buttnose on Roma. No Rising tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It will be the Buttnose, the Mr. Merc himself. And finally we have Herpy and Yeehaw on the Scout class. Alright, Connor, straight out of the gate, who's going to win this?
You know, it could be close, but I really think that ANTIC still have the edge in this game tonight. I've had a look at some of the logs recently. ANTIC have been warming up against the likes of Swift, you know, having some pretty close games, you know, 7-5, that sort of thing. Whereas the Weebs, you know, they're down, you know, sort of bottom prem, you know, playing against Nunya, my team, that sort of thing. So I think ANTIC have it tonight, really, but we'll have to see.
Now, I can finally pick your brain, Connor, about some of these players, because I know your Smears, I know your Raptors, I know your Warher, but there's a few, I guess, question marks in both of these lineups tonight, and one of them for me is Nuthouse, and another one for me is Yeehaw. Who are these players? Who are these mystery men?
Nuthouse seems to be one of these people, you know, I've seen him a lot on Pugs, you know, I didn't really know much about him, but he seemed to, you know, be trialing for... He tried for a few teams and has been picked up by the Weebs, obviously. He's pretty good from what I've seen. You know, one of these quiet Finns that you get. You know, one of what you call it, cookies, that sort of player.
All right. So, what would you say his strengths are? Like, what makes him special from any other scout?
He's got pretty good DM, I think. Not like top prem, but he's probably pretty good. You know, for tonight's game. As opposed to Yeehaw. I don't know too much about Yeehaw. He's a quite a recent pickup, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, no, they both got decent DM. I'm not sure about their lack of experience, and see how that will play in tonight. But yeah,
I mean, before most of these casts, I like to kind of brush up on the teams, maybe have a little bit of insight, some little storylines to tell. And the only thing I can really, I guess, the bullet point that I have for Yeehaw is he did merc for AMS's team in the past in the previous season. It was in a Week 7 game. And I guess he must have made an impression. He did just draw that team, though. It was against Unexpected, and it was a tie.
Okay.
But Yeehaw did okay. And it must be a cooling vibe in the Mumble or something like that, because he's here in the flesh in the actual team, so must be doing something right, that boy.
Yeah, he should be alright tonight, I think.
So we've got our maps. It is week 1 after all, so it will be process again. It will be Pro Lands, because Badlands is just not good enough for the professional community.
Pro Lands. Oh no.
I hope we're going to be starting very soon, but they're just kind of twiddling their thumbs right now, waiting for that STV delay to tick down. But in the meantime, process. Give me the Prem insight, Connor, on the process. What should we watch out for?
Prem insight, wow. You know, scouts be pretty crucial on this map, I think. You know, I always get complaints. Oh, we're going live, TurboTabs.
Oh man. Okay, so bullet points is scouts will be vital. So I will be looking at all the scouts on this mid. I'm going to give a swift little look at her P while I introduce our ETF2L Season 28 Week 1 game, our first map, Process Final. And it will be, what are the teams? ANTIC versus Weebtunnel Tactics. And the first thing I'm seeing on mid so far is just a kind of, you know, quiet mid. Buttnose is the first one to make that initial jump in, but he doesn't fully dedicate. He's just kind of drawing some eyes right now, and he's bought a little bit of room for AMS and co to kind of start pushing forward, but they are taking out the rest of Weebtunnel Tactics, but they're dropping just as many players as they're grabbing as well. It's only really up to Yeehaw and Smear at this point, but Smear, he's kind of just picking things up on his own, all practically by himself. It's just war left now, as he does actually finally end Smear's tyranny, but with a scout left versus a demo man, we all know how this story goes, Connor.
Yeah, that was a bit of a crazy mid there. Like, the team sort of stalemated for a bit, and then like Raptor ended up on completely the wrong side of mid at one point. It was all over the place. But I think ANTIC have taken that.
Oh my god, Bloodis!
Bloodis? What's going on there?
Bloodis, please, these boys have families and possibly wives, I don't know, but and it was just very merciless from the Finnish scout there. He just went barreling after they were chasing for the Warher kill, who almost made it out towards the tail end, and they will finally pop off the first Uber of the game. That will be Raptor, and they're just kind of trying to pick up the pieces now of mid, and instead they're just going to opt to play it a little bit defensively, you know, use that respawner advantage to their side, but it's just not strong enough. They've lost Buttnose, and everybody else is just far too weak. They're going to back off for now, Connor.
Yeah, they're backing off. Mentalx has a 100% Uber advantage. Looks like they're moving sewers right now. They're just trying to take it slow, I guess. Not when to pop the Uber off. Just, you know, checking stickies, checking for the bombing soldiers, all that sort of thing. They're just taking ground together. Raptors backing off into rollout, and they've taken it pretty clean there.
It's time for the strat. It's the Buttnose strap. He's hiding in forward spawn with the sniper, and he can't seem to find the medic. He finds a scout, but can't seem to click on him. And he will cap that second point nonetheless without Buttnose intervening. They are Ubering onto last, however. They've already got cap time, a hefty amount of cap time. Ooh. All the cap time, it's 1-0 already, Connor.
That was completely unexpected for me. I did not see that first round going to Weebs, I'll be honest.
I mean, it just looked a bit sloppy from both of these teams going out the gate. I think at that point where they were just looking for the Warher kill, and they were just kind of chasing for it too much, and then Bloodis just made the call of like, I'm going in, I need to just farm these nodes, and he did, as they are heading over to our second middle right now. And what I'm seeing on this mid is kind of similar to the previous mid. AMS is the first one to kind of poke about, but nobody really wants to puncture that initial line of Weeb.
Yeah, it's a lot of stalemating, yeah. Fun is very, very weak. Solies are jumping in, taking the high ground. Ooh, Nuthouse down. They're sort of trading frags here.
Yeah, and again, nobody still wants to be aggressive. There we go, there's some aggression coming out of Buttnose.
Menti's so weak.
Yep, he's so weak as well though, and he will eventually go down, but Menti will be cleaned up off the back of it. They'll take that trade any day now, and now it's their turn to go for the medic kill.
Big surf by Raptor there.
Yeah, even collects the health back as well, so no chance for Warher to kind of make the cleanup kill, but it looks like a lesson learned for ANTIC there, Connor, where they've gone, this time we're not going aggressive.
Yeah, they sort of took it slow, traded frags all over. Smear went down pretty early, but I guess they just won it in the end. And they're going to have a full Uber advantage pushing last here.
Now, take me a trip through the Prem eyes, the Prem experience, Connor. What's it like playing against these in an official match setting? Does the nerves ever affect you at all?
Of course I do, you know, I've had many a beefed push, you know, you come through lobby or something, run straight into a sentry, no one knows what's going on, just like that, Herpy's dead already.
That was perfect timing, Connor. Mwah! Masterclass casting.
Crazy, isn't it? But now they're not going to be able to use this advantage. Vanny's jumping out, probably not going to get anything of it. And they're just sort of stalemating out. Who's this on Sniper? Ignis on Sniper, unexpected, trying to get a little pick here and there.
I mean, is there anybody else on that team that really snipes apart from Ignis? Is Ignis the best choice out of everybody?
I mean, Bloodis is on NG, I suppose, but not House, I'm not sure. I've never seen that House snipe, really, well, but it's got potential. In.
Oh, yes, he is.
Gets the force off on
wow, very impressed, AMS. Oh my! So now they're just trying to pick up the pieces with what's left over of the Uber, but this Demoman is just being petrified in midair, and will be cleaned up with a Demoman down. Was that really the right call, Connor? I mean, you got the Demoman now for last.
I'd rather like to. Ooh, big drop by Ignis Raptor. Ouch! You got to be popping those, you know, popping those early. Can't be dropping there.
I mean, yeah, you had the wall pick straight off the gate, so it wasn't like it was a you know, kind of a close fight in a way. You just had to make sure that
save your players, keep everyone alive.
Yeah, just get your Uber out. You've got the massive advantage there. Why risk it?
Exactly.
But he has been punished nonetheless, and boy, we were just questioning Ignis as well, and it really has turned up snuff with that pick there.
I apologise, Ignis, man. You really pulled it out.
Alright, so
we're resetting back to a slight ad from Menti. I don't think they'll be pushing off it, due to the fact that Bloodis is still an engineer. He's got this cute little sentry on the go.
So, they're setting up a teleporter exit, maybe he wants to get another telefrag going.
Telefrags, gotta love them. I'm not seeing any off-classes from ANTIC right now. They're just sort of prodding about, making sure they get the Uber.
Does anyone really jump you as an off-classer for the ANTIC team, apart from AMS? That's the
Apart from AMS? I think Ehor likes to snipe, you know.
Oh,
not again, Ignis! Not like this! He's so good.
God, we need to take out the magnet from Raptor's brain there. He's just kind of attracting all these bullets at the moment.
He's having a shaky game so far, you know.
I mean, you must have know how this feels, Connor. Not in the actual, you know, like you've been in this scenario sense, but more like when you're a medic and you've dropped a few times, maybe in scrims or something like that. Does it make you more, I guess, make your game worse? Are you just more opting to pop those Ubers earlier, or?
It kind of depends on the team's reaction, you know. Sometimes I've had a few teams where it's like they sort of sigh down the mic and it just feels bad, man. You're like, oh no, not again. I don't want to make my team feel bad. Menti's Ubered in here, was jumping in deep. I don't think they're going to get anything off this though.
Well, Banny, he goes for the EHAR pick, and his team will finally back him up in the end there, and they look like they want to fight back over on the side of ANTIC, but they just can't find the way to weasel into this chokeaway, not with War cut down this
Banny's in.
Oh, very nice.
Wow, that's such a crisp one from Banny there.
Man, it's a good thing we didn't make a drinking game out of Raptor's death. Yeah. He is going down quite swiftly.
Yeah, I just want to see blue team group up on the mid right now, you know, watch out for the sacks. Who's this on mid? Badlands is in behind on mid right now.
Not the house will clean him up as well, so there's not
Sizable advantage from Menti here.
It's turning into a heartbreak around Connor. They sent them all the way back to their last, and now they're on their own last.
Back of double drops from Raptor.
God, they must be feeling bad at this point. And keep in mind, when they get that second round, that's a cushy feeling for a team where you feel like this is the, I guess, the power stance in a way. Oh, they're making the Uber push in, and they will eventually take out that sentry gun. And they're just trying to find the pictures. And Raptor goes down first yet again. He just seems to be attracted to death at this point. And there's that cap time. Look at it. They're just flocking all over it, and they can't seem to just push them off. It's 2-0 already, Connor.
What is going on? This is, I know we didn't make predictions at the start, but I was thinking this is going to be ANTIC, like, just whitewashing the Weebs, but I don't know what's going on, TurboTabs.
How dare you discount weed power. I'm pretty sure they just watched one of their motivating like sport animes, and it makes you feel like you can do anything.
Yeah, just Ignis is going pretty huge right now.
Alright, another mid, another round. Let's see who has the better mid this time. It's kind of gone a piece so far. Both teams have had a bit of mid-1 action, so we'll see how both of these teams adapt. And Ignis is finally going aggressive in. Raptor goes down, yes again. Ladies and gentlemen, take your drink. It is another death pick, another med pick for the Weebs, and off the back of that, the heals alone, they're probably going to win this out. And poor AMS, oh my god, he's getting bullied. How is he supposed to get this pick onto Menti if he's just getting pummeled like that? It's only Yeehaw left, and he is hiding
in the sewers. But they've got IT. It's like they know. It's crazy.
Man, who knew? It's like they know that he's alive, and there's only one way they could possibly lose out in this situation. So they're checking for that scenario. They find the Yeehaw kill as well, and with second capped, 100% Uber advantage. And let's see what sort of defense. Oh
no, Raptor! Ooh, quick switch binds like that. Playing the point.
Cap time.
3-0 TurboTabs. Raptor is not having a good game at the moment.
Jesus Christ, Connor, I did not expect to be packing my bags this quickly. This is turning into just such a whitewash, and this is truly an upset, and now I am really flexing my scheduling muscles now. I'm so glad I put this on TFTV1.
Yeah, it's been turned into a bit of a quicken, you know, 10 minutes, three rounds down. It's not looking good for ANTIC right now.
There's not going to be much game left, Connor. I'm going to let you take the reins of this mid. Come on now, before it's over.
I'm seeing Ams and Planet posturing up right now. Ams taking a bit of high ground, just the same classic stalemating mid. Smear's on this high ground though, spamming stickies on these scouts. And there's just a bit of a stalemate, no one seems to be doing anything. Ams is jumping in now, taking a bit of high ground, jumping back out, it's just stalemate. Peppy finally walks on some stickies, and it's going the way of Weaves by the looks of it.
I mean, is it the map, Connor? Is it just ANTIC just don't look strong on process?
Yeah, it obviously can't be one of their star maps, I guess, you know. AMS doesn't have the ability to do AMS thing, jumping about. Menti, what?
Why did he go into that? Obviously AMS was in there. That was the danger zone, and he's just getting cocky, that lad.
Was that a drop, TurboTabs?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I heard the drop. I can confirm the drop. Oh,
12 minutes in.
Raptor, he's popped an Uber. Take a picture, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a rare one, maybe, but maybe this is the comeback. The counter-attack is happening now. 18 minutes left. It's definitely possible, Connor.
Here comes the turnaround, yeah. So Raptor's going to end up with about 20% advantage here. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much with it, but if they deny the spawners, which they have, they should be able to take second here quite freely.
I mean, we're 3-0 down. Is there much chance of a comeback at this point? Is your morale for the team just too low, or is it not really going to phase them? What do you think?
You know, I don't think this team is one of those teams that sort of has the sort of tilt factor, you know what I mean? There's not enough grits in the team for it to go that right. But he's walking past his stickies, sees them, all good. But they're coming up on their Uber now. Are they going to go on the dot and try and push this? They're posturing up. It looks like they're going in. Menti's got his Uber. Ooh, bad timing.
Yeah, let's see if Nuthouse can. Nuthouse doesn't really want to chase, it looks like, and probably a wise move. They were literally carpeting the entire room with stickies as they left. So, in this sort of scenario, Connor, what are you trying to bank for as one of these Prem teams? What are you looking out for whilst you're rebuilding these Ubers?
What I'd like to do, you know, I'd like to maybe do some arrow building. You know, you get smear everybody's sewers, get those Uber advantage up, or you know, we could start doing some sacks, that sort of thing. But we've got the engineer out from Bloodis, we've got a sentry in that cute spot again, and the sniper from Ignis. We've got to be watching out for that.
What's your favourite flavour of picking here on this process last? Do you have a certain preference at all?
I'm more of a sniper guy myself, but Spy is one of those, you know, it doesn't work. Like, the first time you do it, it always seems to work. You know, especially like from my sense, I always seem to back into these spies, and they just open up my back, and there's a +2 in chat, you know.
Wow.
Nothing coming out from the ANTIC side so far. I'm just sort of chilling.
I'm very surprised. I'm surprised they must have put a ban on AMS or something like that. That dude loves the off class, and now he's just quit it cold turkey.
Ooh. Trading frags here.
Yeah. but this will go down as well. So kind of like a dual bomb. Oh, well, there you go. Then there's the dual bomb. AMS follows swiftly after, and I mean they called out the sentry gun. You kind of assume as well there's going to be a sentry gun on the last process as well. I'm surprised they went for that play, but again, they just want to get the you know, some kind of pick class. Oh no, they're coming back with double soldier.
Double soldier is it's a weird one. Maybe they're gonna just sort of recycle, you know, rinse and reuse.
I mean,
maybe go for a double solly sack or something like this. I don't know. They don't seem to have a plan as of yet.
I'll be the first one to say, Connor, 15 minutes is a long time, but is it enough time to come back at 3-0 when you have this sort of last defense set up as well? Do you feel like you could still win this game?
You know, it's still a possibility, but once it starts ticking below 10 minutes, you know, you start to doubt yourself. You start, you know, making plays that you wouldn't normally make under normal circumstances, and it just, yeah, maybe start falling out of touch for the ANTIC guys.
Yeah. Hello, is that a Vanny? Oh, he's just checking the spawn. That's every single time I fall for that. I see a spy, I'm like, that's got to be a spy. But no, he's just checking the class.
Yeehaw's in, taking a 1v1 with Nuthouse and getting piped down by War.
Alright, this has to be the sniper,
Has
surely.
to be the sniper.
It has to be. This is the point where they're like, yeehaw, it's time to prove your worth.
I'm zoomed in on red spawn. 5 seconds. What's he going to come up as?
I'm actually going to predict a spy. Wildcard, let's go.
Sniper. Ooh, I'm getting the Ignis brag as well.
I mean, do you do anything with that, or do you just wait patiently for your sniper? Oh, hello, hello.
This is
that is not the sort of pick I expect to happen. Oh, AMS gets the pick onto Warholier as well. So again, this is all pretty good if they had 3 players, but they do not.
Useless frags, and Nuthouse is in a Raptor. The Raptor's gonna get forced for sure. There's no way he holds it.
You seen the way he's posturing though? He's making it difficult for them to actually pop it. Oh, they got the EHAR pick as well, and now everybody's entering the same spam over on ANTIC. Oh, now they're entering the fight very low. It's just Vanny left, but he will lose the Menti pick. And is Vanny still alive? Oh, just barely. Warher, yeah, will still be around. I guess that's just the cavalry coming in from the respawners there. I mean, I was a little bit worried when they all came at choke at the same time, Connor. They all got like the same spam, but they just had their rockets left on the side of Weebtunnel tactics to really capitalise.
Yeah, I think that's all down to the Raptor having a better Uber there. You know, Menti was sort of baited in as such, and then the counter Uber by Raptor was caught Menti out, and they're going to have there's arrow building, as you can see right now.
Yeah, actually, that kind of, it's a good thing you remind me. It was, what really forced Menti there?
I'm not really entirely sure. I believe it was, who is it? AMS, just hitting some nice rockets.
Oh, okay.
They got full Uber out here.
Oh, sniper dart. Raptor, yeah, he's popping early now.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see what they can do with this Uber this time. Smear does take down the sentry gun. That's very cookie cutter for these sorts of
pick.
Oh man, now they're in for it over on the side of Weebtunnel tactics. Bloodis is going to sacrifice his life on the left-hand side. That's a very ambitious thing, but it was all just a great shebate. They are finally going to flood all those players onto the point, and they're going to capitalise with War's little sticky trap, and finally enough players are left over to kind of block the point as well as just be the clean-up crew that they need. Buttnose is still floating about, but he's been spotted, he's been isolated, and he might get picked off. Or will he be the picker? No, it's actually Warhu, yeah.
So, they should be trying to deny Raptor spawn here. Yeah, Raptor's gonna have a back spawn. But AMS is actually hiding in IT right now. No one... Oh, Vanny's checking it.
Yeah, Ehar's also on sniper as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Ehars was in the forward spawn as well, trying to snipe, but he's been dealt with very professionally by Weebtunnel tactics. I'm very impressed, Connor. Are you?
It's I think it's down to the sort of experience War and Vanny sort of bring to the team. Like I know last season they won won high.
Yeah.
The sort of added additions of War and Vanny really sort of complement the team, I think.
Yeah, I mean keep in mind like
drop.
Wow, very nice.
+2.
So with Raptor still alive, he just needs to keep staying alive at this point now, and being in that little rollout area, I don't think anybody is allowed in. So they're just finding these the last remaining frags. They found the final kill, which will be Bloodless in that computer room. Yeah. Well, 3-0. And they're still making the pushback. They're still trying for it, Connor. But again, that 10-minute time that you were talking about is creeping up.
It's ticking down TurboTabs, but they have a full Uber advantage here. So I'd like to see them actually using this time and having a good Uber. You know, spotting out the sentry, maybe spamming the gun down before you go in. Try not to drop to snipers, as Raptor has been so far. Big pick from Herpy.
Oh, that is a massive pick. You are correct, sir. With war going down, they get to choose any door that they would like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they can just decide to walk in it without having to pop Uber. But keep in mind, they have to...
Oh, Raptor's 15 health. Big start making this, that was close. Needs to be getting this gun down, putting the point. Want my scouts on the point right now.
Nobody wants the point right now.
No. It's a bit messy right now, but I think ANTIC might take this.
Oh,
yeah, they're getting the frags.
Yeah, they're just finding the frags eventually, just kind of baiting them out. But it made me a little bit worried, Connor. I saw nobody touching that point when it was primed to being touched. But 3-1, finally on the board. 10 minutes left. Is there still some hope?
Yeah, I think so. You know, you say about this point thing. You know, everyone knows about the old Herpy not capping the point. So someone needs to talk to him, let him know that capping the point is how to win the game.
It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Alright, Buttnose, he's just drawing some fire right now, but he's not really receiving that much of it. He gets a nice little crossbow, actually, to kind of keep himself healthy, and he's taking the most of the attention from
the skybox. Ooh, would have been close. Bunny's so weak again.
Oh, Vanny's going to be the one to clean him up as well. Vanny is still bombing in, and he will go down, but, you know, he got the...
Got the raptor
kill.
pick.
Yeah, he got the raptor pick.
Menti's hightailing it. Nice little surf from Menti.
He might still go down here. Yep. Nice little chase by AMS here.
That's going to put Raptor about a 50% Uber advantage here, TurboTabs.
Oh man, it's nice casting with a medic. Just, you know, straight off the bat, all the timings and whatnot. I have to use the hood like a chump.
Yeah, as long as they start building this, maybe they can do a bit of barrier building, get them ahead a little bit more. You know, I'd like to maybe see them start pushing too soon. You know, showdown war. Menti's just spawned. But they just seem to be chilling on mid right now. Perhaps playing Libra advantage.
I mean, let's transfer away from ANTIC for a little bit, Connor. I want you to put your mind in the brain of Menti. What would you tell your troops at this point? What would you say to them that they need to do to kind of deflect this Uber?
You know, I just like to be sort of slowing down the game. Maybe get a sniper up, play the old 7-way, and just make sure we get the force on entry. Maybe sack a Sully or two.
Oh, your soldier just went down, General.
No force from Raptor. But it's fine. It's a good delay, very good delay. Menti's coming up on 9% right now, so they should have Uber for last.
All as planned.
Ooh, as planned.
Alright, Bloodless is arming himself with the sentry gun. It's still sitting at level 1, but that won't be like that for long. But they're looking to push in. They're kind of still just delaying things because Smear wants a nice little heal before he makes a push in. And
Menti's been forced.
This is dreadful. And AMS is still in as well. Actually, he'll get caught. It's a shame AMS found his way in that fight as well. If he stayed up, that would have been a definite sort of push coming out from ANTIC there. But instead, they're just going to kind of kill time, wait for these respawners. They're going to be up any second now, and they can push with this full Uber advantage.
Yeah, see, when they do that double soy sack, I'd like Ignis to maybe going a bit further forward, you know, trying to get a pick while they're 2 down, maybe get a cheeky shot on a Raptor like he's been doing. And they could even be doing some barrier building on last, you know, try and get this 50% deficit a little bit lower. They've used him now through 1. Menti is pretty safe top right. All he needs to do is just kite, wait for time. The sentry gun's still up, finally going down there. And nothing seems to be happening. It's sort of posturing up.
Yeah, they're a bit scared, but they do take out the smear kill as well. That's going to be a big pick.
Soldiers on the point here.
Oh, there's nobody blocking the point. Oh, it's a real shame. Everyone was fighting their own little fights, Connor, but nobody was looking at the host. Nobody was looking at that point, and it will be 3-2. I mean, imagine how Weebtunnel Tactics are feeling right now.
Yeah, this can't be good, you know. Going through up, coming back from ANTIC, you know, 2 rounds. It's not looking good right now. War's very fast in the mid. Badlands has nice early pressure on him though. And they're sort of chilling, doing the classic stalematey mid that they've been doing.
Yeah, it seems nobody wants to push forward first except Buttnose. Buttnose will be the one to man up, but he never really finds any massive pick from it. He just gets a lot of attention and it does the job, it looks like. It allows the rest of his team to kind of follow suit and find these picks onto these players that can't really defend themselves because they spent all of it just trying to bully Buttnose back.
Yeah, very big frags there, but The silver lining there is the Menti did stay alive, so they should be able to get the super for last. They might even choose to hold second here. Probably not though. They're pretty bad spawners. Runner's going pretty deep. If I was Menti right now, I'd just be, you know, staying alive. I don't want to be using my Uber here. They're trying to fight this here.
Yep, they really want the pick onto these soldiers, but they just seem to be kept alive no matter what, with the combination of like arrows and just, I guess, the tankability. Oh, Ignis behind! He's got the AMS kill. He's got
and the force. Big place from Ignis.
Yes, very nice pop though coming out from Raptor though. He was on literally like no health, Connor. He would have died and dropped that Uber, but he did pop it in just seconds before that rocket hit him, and now Herpy's there to clean up the pieces.
Yeehor is in behind though, going for the back cap. But he's got no one to block. He's just chilling in their IT right now.
Oh man. Oh, could you imagine if you had another scout on that mid there, Connor? Yeah. I feel like Herpy had a bit of like flash.
TurboTabs, the AMS cam, on the sky.
Cam. I can't find it.
Oh no, been spotted out by Nuthouse.
Well, it is the AMS cam after all, and it is the AMS spy. It's not gonna.
Desperation plays.
Yep, I've only been fooled by it once. Right, 5 minutes left. 3 till. It's still possible.
Yeehor's still behind though, coming in from my T right now. Just sort of chilling. Has he been spotted? I think I know he's behind, but I don't think he's been spotted as of yet.
I mean, okay, Connor, it's 5 minutes left. At this point, if you're Weebtunnel Tactics, do you just start putting the bus into reverse and start parking it?
Oh, gaying it, you mean?
Gaying it? Is that the Brit way of calling it?
Gaying it, yeah. You know, this would be quite the upset, I think, if Weebs take this. So, you know, it's potential. But I still like, you know, to still be doing something. Maybe selling Solly Sack, just your sort of low risk plays, getting our sniper. Ams is in,
and Ams has been airshot as well. Oh, he's actually making a go of it. Menti. Oh, and some nice little coordination pipes coming out from Smear as well. Ooh la la.
Yeehor killing Ignis on the backlines. This is very, very messy right now. Yeehor's drawing 2 people back. This gives the opportunity for ANTIC to push out here.
Yeah, they want to push from 1, and they see them coming.
Oh, somebody's getting caught out. Ouch.
I'm starting to see a pattern here, Connor. I mean, War is doing well. I'd imagine he's going to have some impressive stats towards the end of the game, but he gets caught out in these weird places.
I think it's just, you know, new team sort of thing. They've only been playing together for, what, 3 weeks now? So, Ignis switches back. But they've got fully
he's behind, he's got the Menti kill, and he will go down, but that's a Viking death if I've ever seen one. He's got the kill, he doesn't care, he's happy to go down in the spawn queue. So with the Menti pick down and Raptor still up, 100% Uber advantage. Is this it? Is this the 3rd round on the board, Connor?
I think it could be. Ignis is jumping in though. Star player of the match so far. Gets denied.
I mean, it's getting very desperate, you know, when you're Roma jumping into 5 players by yourself in these very predictable spots.
It's getting a little bit desperate, you know. They should be building here, getting some area building perhaps. Get a nice little defensive setup because Raptor, they're looking to come lobby right now. They've used him through 4, they're getting this gun nice and early. Getting the sniper as well and just taking the high ground here.
Yep, and they've got Bloodis. He wants to focus down Smear, but they can't seem to get anybody on the point.
What's going on? This is unbelievable stuff.
Connor, I need some Prem insight here. I need to know what has changed. What has gotten into these teams? Is Weebtunnel Tactics joking? Is ANTIC just stepping up? What's the...
TurboTabs, I'm having a little gander at the scoreboard, and I'm seeing Herpy on 4 dominations right now. Maybe he's just turned up.
Our Herpy?
Our Herpy, the one and only. He's obviously having a stellar game right now as we come to the next mid.
Alright, well, I'm swiftly on the Herpy cam. I'm just gonna... He's earned it. Let's see if he can find his way around these frags. It seems that he's just doing a supporting role right now. He's just sitting back and doesn't want to die. He's just putting preference on his life, and it's working alongside his team.
Yeah, Weebs are choking now. It's it could be a 4-3. Raptors up. It's gonna be full Uber advantage for last. There's only 1 minute 40 remaining, Turbo.
Oh man, you must be quaking in your boots if you're Weebtunnel Tactics at this point.
Yeah.
You've done everything that that is could lose you this game at this point, and
No,
will they do it one more
It's
time?
getting caught.
Bloodis, he's gone to the heavy weapons guy. That's a class in this video game, Connor. They've actually gone the defensive Bootis, and it is working wonders. They're pushing them out.
A beef push by ANTIC. I've seen that one before.
It makes sense. Why did they not bring the heavy weapons guy a little bit earlier throughout this game? I can think of loads of times where heavy weapons would have been perfect.
I think they sort of settled on the engineer sort of class, you know, and then the Ignis sniper, and then just a scout to build, and it has been working a little bit. But now we got the Ignis spy. Where is he? Is he just checking classes? It's just checking classes. But the Am spy as well. Where is he? He's far right lobby right now, sneaking in.
Well, it is down to the very wire of the match time. A rare in TF2 with. In the wake of so much trash time and whatnot, with 30 seconds left, there's only a possibility of ANTIC taking this round at this point.
They've used it's a car crash maneuver. Ooh, 20 seconds left.
Could there be a back cap there? Nobody's
That
watching
was...
point.
Happy playing point? No. He's in fight on the Menti. No. Menti's dead.
Oh yeah, but. I mean, who's really going to go for last apart from Smear? Smear, man, is he going to take them all on? No, he isn't. He's going to go down. There's a soldier left.
No way.
Coming in. The scouts are coming in. They're actually doing it, Connor. It's 4-3. They've made the comeback. I can't believe it.
Unbelievable. They just need to chill on Menti. Just everyone, just reset. Get the heavy. Get the sentry.
Oh my god!
Can't believe it.
I can't remember a comeback like this, Connor, since the days of. What is that? One Australian team versus the Swedes, where they were playing. I think it was I-49.
Yeah, on Granary.
Oh my days!
Someone I can't remember. That was incredible stuff, Turbo.
You know what? I'm gonna explain to all the viewers out there that are just tuning in. I'm just gonna simulate what that game was like. Okay, this little cardboard box of a pizza that I've got is the game, and I'm Weebtunnel Tactic. I've just thrown the game, okay? I've just thrown it across the room. It's just...
What?
And there's sweet corn everywhere now. God.
No.
You did this, Weebtunnel Tactics.
I'm so thankful you should TurboTabs, you know? My first game casting, and I get to see this banger.
Man, you're a lucky charm, Connor. I'm going to add you to every cast. You don't even have to talk. Let's just have you sitting passively in the background.
Fantastic news. That was a hell of a game to watch.
Alright, well... I guess it's time to go over to the logs. Let's see if it's as much of a throw in the logs as it is in the game. Anything jumping out at you, Connor? I'll let you take the first bite.
Let me just loading them up here. Where are we at?
Well, while you're waiting then, I guess I'll pick a very unimportant stat, something very boring to kind of make yours look even better. Alright, let's have a look at... there's a lot of HP taken by Ignis. Buttnose as well. Buttnose likes the bit of a HP.
Soldier, you know, soldier class.
Yeah. Jump in at any point, Connor.
There's a lot of drops happening, you know. 2 for 2. But as I said before the game, Nuthouse, one of these sort of strong DM scouts, having a pretty good game.
Yeah, he was having a good game as well. He started off very strong, and then things were just out of his control. I've noticed throughout the game as well. He wasn't dying. He wasn't dropping the ball out, in my opinion. It looked like he was just doing his thing, but he couldn't really play off anything, you know?
Yeah, I mean, War seemed to be having a good game, like, damage-wise, but, as you said, getting caught out in, like, these bad situations a few times when they were pushing last.
Look at that kill counter on Nuthouse. He's got the most kills out of everybody, and they lost.
It's, I don't know. I have no words, TurboTabs.
The breakout performer, I guess the diamond in the rough they've picked up is now the one that's probably thinking that maybe this isn't good enough for a team to house him. The Nuthouse needs a better home. But then again, it is just one map, Connor. It is but one map in 1 week, in the first very week, in the first step, no less, of this team and its life. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here, so I'll take back what I say for now, but who do you think needs to pick up the game in this second map, Connor, to kind of redeem themselves on Weebtunnel Tactics?
I mean, Bloodis having an 11 for 11, it's not the best I've seen. Maybe Menti was getting caught out a few too many times. They just need to sort of play more as a blob, you know? Stop getting picked off in these bad situations. And Yeah, I don't know where it went
Man.
wrong for them there.
I feel kind of bad because I'm asking you to call out all these names, Connor, and you play with these players. I bet a number of these are your friends as well, and now they're going to have a word with you after the game. Like, Connor, what the hell?
What have you done to me, TurboTabs?
I do kind of turn people. Anyway, with just the final tail end of these logs that Gem is just like smashing through at this point. We are going to be live on our second map soon, but it's a new map. It's a new round. It is a new, I guess, mentality for these teams. Surely they're cleaning the slate at this point, Connor.
I don't know. I mean, the Weebs now, they must be feeling pretty bad after that that mega comeback from ANTIC. I'd be feeling pretty down right now.
Whoa, now, Connor. With such personalities like War yeah and War yeah, surely this team is like bubbling with just comeback and I guess motivation again. Surely.
I mean, perhaps, but I don't know. I suppose there's not too many Brits on this team, apart from War yeah, you're right. It's going to be rough, and I'm pretty sure ANTIC are very good at Badlands, or Prolands, should I say.
I just want to give a little shout as well. We kind of gave him a little bit of flack towards the beginning of the game, but what of a redemption story for Raptor. He was he was going down. He was that death counter might as well have installed a revolving door. It was going down that quickly and up and all over the place. But he just seems to kind of take the reins and control and I don't know. It's just very impressive. I'm actually lost for words seeing to. Congratulate the man.
Are going to the first mid on Prolands here.
You're right. Yes, we are. Thank you. Okay. Second map, Prolands, ANTIC versus Weebtunnel tactics still, and the first thing I'm seeing on mid is just a Fanny jumping up in the sky into his own crate. Oh, Ignis is in and he's out. Nordhaus is trying to find the follow-up kill from Ignis's little bombing, but it's just not good enough. If you remember,
so weak.
Yep.
Oh, they're getting picked off now. They need to hightail it out of here now.
War's by himself in the house as well. He's gonna go down again.
And he's in on the med.
Oh, we can't find that final rocket.
But once again, silver lining. Menti's still alive. Faluba for last.
Right. So, I mean, a lot of people have been saying now that there's no time to actually have a bit of chat. They're actually poking already. AMS
posturing while Vanny's down. Ams is in,
and he is out.
Dodges.
That's going to be the trend, I think, for this game. He's in, and he's out. There's not a lot of successful bombs.
Yeah, so...
I think this
Wars. Yeah, they seem to be poking this. I don't know if there's really much they can do.
I think they just don't want to be caught in that trap of Badlands where you stay on your last forever, suck all the time out in the world, lose the round anyway. They want to go here.
Blooded Spy? Or he's just checking classes?
Yeah, again,
but
checking classes.
It's just cookie cutter from ANTIC right now. I wonder what they're going to do. Any unlocks here? Any, what's that called? What's that sticky gun? The one that removes stickies?
I know you mean Quickie Launcher.
Quickie bombs. Oh, big trap from War.
Wow. It's quite rare that we see those sorts of surprise traps anymore. Usually Dobermen just kind of resign themselves to sticking up that point, watching the doorway.
I mean, we did see it in the scrim against Egu, against Lunya, Black or whatever, and we got a cheeky little drop. But Red was going to have to give this up.
Oh wow, War!
Big arrow! Ooh, Menti, nice little air shot.
Instead, this will be the one to clean that up. I was kind of hoping for a big War finisher, but instead they're pushing from this house area and they don't really see it coming. Yep. There's equal trade of these Ubers so far. War's getting a nice fat solid, so he's going to hopefully benefit from this. Although he kind of... he actually squeezes out! How? Okay. So...
Mental X has been caught out.
Oh no, he has. In all my excitement, he has gone down. Ignis is in a...
Is dead.
Shut down, good night.
There's going to be a sizable advantage for Raptor here. Coming up to 50% right now. Yeah, I'd like to start seeing a Pyro, Sentry, that sort of thing on last. But at the moment, it just seems to be cookie cutter. Well, here comes the bloodless Pyro.
I'm going to get my words out before they start pushing, but a lot of people have been saying that Badlands has suddenly turned from an easy map to kind of, well, not an easy map, but a viable map to cap last in, and now one of the hardest maps last to push. Would you
You
agree?
say that, TurboTabs, but if you look at Smear right now, he has put on the quickie bombs we were talking about. So he can remove the stickies very easily, but this Blooded Pyro is denying them so hard. Finally going down to Smear. But, oh no, the Vanny flank has picked off Smear and Raptor.
Yeah.
But,
And with Menti still alive and a nice Uber bubbling
Toby,
away.
are you seeing the AMS? Get on the AMS cam right now. He's
I'm
hiding.
trying to find the AMS cam now. Yeah, he is hiding and he's been spotted. Every single time, Connor, you hype me up, you bring me to someone's point of view and they just end up getting smashed, and it's always AMS for some reason.
Always AMS. But the Weebs are a fluber advantage here. Amber the AMS frag. He's moving house. Or not, yep. Nope, the moving house. The stickies above. There's shoes through. They're in pretty deep.
Yeah,
Walls. Smear!
What? What the hell? He's out, and he's ready to defend choke as well. What a stylish man. He's just... It just seems like just a little bit more solid than War in these games so far.
Yeah, I rate Smear very highly. And they're trying to bust their way back in off the Ignis frag.
Oh, Fanny, he's caught. He's trying to find the Butnose, but he will find Yeehaw instead, and Butnose is going to rejoin him. He's going to finally go down, and his rest of the team over on ANTIC are actually capping that point. Herpy, believe it or not, will be the one to finish that
They're moving
off.
Reese up very fast, picking off Ignis. War's getting nice and sticky, but they do have Uber.
Oh
and
no,
he's been
Smear dropped!
Out. But Ams may be able to get the flank off. Picks off War. Very nice.
Raptor's kind of going for the bingo card at this moment. He's had his successes, he's had his failures in every single flavour, it seems.
He's been a bit all over the place.
I mean, is this just the style of Raptor? Is he just high risk, high reward?
He's a nutty gamer, it has to be said. And they seem to be busting in while the demo and the Solia are down. Helpy getting picked off. And they got the force off. There's Raptor caught. Raptor might be caught. Ooh, 22 health. Oh, Raptor's dead. Big pick by Ignis there. Big play.
Yeehaw is caught in this top area by himself. He will get cleaned up, and now with just Smear left, he hopefully has to set up a nice little trap somewhere. And the best thing he can improvise is just some stickies on the ramp. Not really going to do anything with that. He's just going to back off. Maybe set up a new sticky trap on mid.
Yeah, no, it's should stalemate out here, TurboTabs, you know. Just equal Ubers. I'm not seeing any off passes right now. Just sort of standard cookie cutter. Probably just gonna chill out for a bit, you know, feel each other out, that sort of thing.
I mean, with it's still 0-0, and with things being as close as they are, we could probably still get away with a nice little prediction here. Is there anybody kind of in your favour at this point, seeing a good 6-minute preview?
I mean, it's been a bit all over the place, you know, quite back and forth, but I think ANTIC still have the edge here, you know. Oh, Am's in!
Oh,
the Nuthouse frag. Okay. The Nuthouse frag, not the Menti frag, but, you know, not bad, not bad. And War's got some stickies on the train, and everyone's jumping over them right now. Oh, Smear!
He doesn't know about them,
No.
he wants to fish for the medic kill. He's like,
Look at this, man.
I want the big dipper. He doesn't care about the little fishes, he wants the big fish, and the big fish is not fighting.
Herpy finally finds them. My god.
After all that time as well. That's the sort of trap that you spent ages kind of planting as a demo man, because you need to charge up every single shot.
Yep, just waiting. But now we're back to the... oh, Am's sniper right now. Where is he? He's peeking choke right now. And gets the war frag. That's a big frag. I want to see what they're going to do with this.
Yeah. Now they're aware of his presence now though, but with War going down, this is his best opportunity to get some frags in. And he's
Where's
just
Am's going?
He's playing too patiently for my liking. He's looking at like Haunter. He's looking at
Peeking
flank.
Reese up. Can you get the Ignis frag?
Oh,
He's
it
just
is.
jumping about.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's just a Roma frag at the end of the day. Not quite the demo man pick that we got at the start there. And War's back. As you can tell, he's cleaned up AMS. That's what you get for sniping me, he says.
But, yeah, now we're just sort of stalemating out again. There's, not really much they can do right now on the side of ANTIC. They're just sort of chilling back.
Maybe
Coming back on the soldier.
brace yourself, Connor. I'm going to ask you another question.
Another question. Go on, TurboTabs, hit me.
There's not many times I get to talk to Prem players. So, what is the deal with these teams? What could be like the thing that they're doing wrong throughout this game? What any noticeable improvements any of these teams could be making?
I wouldn't say there's anything they're doing wrong, but some things I'd like them to sort of be doing. As you can see right now, Yeehaw, like, just sort of busting open the flank, getting this Ignis frag, you know, getting a scout in behind, sort of, you know, the Stark days, just causing chaos, because I feel that's what the AMS team sort of has to its advantage.
Yeah.
You know, you've got these hard DMers that, you know, when they're sort of in behind, doing their thing, it's, yeah, that's what they sort of roll off of.
It looks like he's just busy patrolling for any sort of bombs at the moment now. They're just very conscious of any bombing on the side of Weebtunnel tactics.
Yeah, but Weebs haven't really been doing much off the frags that they're getting. They're sort of prodding choke. Ignis is in through Valley right now.
They called it.
And he's out.
He's a prophet of this video game. He's kept Ignis
taking
at bay.
The Uber trade, but Raptor still has not popped off his Uber. They're popping off now, trying to chase you choke, but it's just Smear. They're in now, taking a very scrappy fight.
Oh, here comes War though. He's got full health and he could make a massive fight for this. Oh, Smear, he's so close to this trap. Oh my god. How has he not killed him?
Come on, Smear, jump off it. No, they're just choosing to back off with the Herpy frag.
Excuse me, I just sent a message to War here. War, hey buddy, long time no see. It's your boy TurboTabs here. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to bind that mouse too. To attack 2. That's plus attack 2.
Dead.
Oh, okay.
Butt nose.
Why is there a fight going on in this house, and why is it still going on? AMS is hunting for blood. He wants more. He wants the third frag. And will he get the Ignis kill instead? Oh no, he will finally.
Oh, he's on Bunny at TurboTabs. He's holding above Haunter right now. He's seen the medic. He's jumping.
Oh, he's been plucked. I think the air shot.
Moves.
I think Smearwood actually got him with that air shot as well. But this is very scrappy, Connor.
It's all over the place, but Mentalex did go down at some point during that, so Raptor has a full Uber advantage here at TurboTabs.
Thank God you're in my second pair of eyes, Connor. I can't seem to catch all of it. I'm just whizzing all over the map, trying to capture it. I can't imagine what Gemm is feeling right now.
So we've got the Bloodless Pyro set up on last, full Uber advantage for Raptor. Where are they pottering up to go? They're just sort of chilling. Maybe bottom right? It might be the classic ANTIC bottom right push right now. Oh, they get the first frag.
3 pick. The second pick? Yep, for 3 again. And they want to take these stickies off the point. They're trying to shoot them, but Ward just keeps replacing them. Doesn't seem to ever go down.
I'm getting the Menti frag.
That's
massive. They seem to take this long. Take this long now. Play it out. Vanny's such a nice position right now. 2 rockets on the back of... nah.
That was all AMS there. Not only... Well, I guess it was kind of a combination of Weebtunnel tactics, bad timing, and ANTIC's good timing. And AMS finding the Menti kill as well. That kind of solidified that final last push.
Really stand off with that kill, you're right, TurboTabs. As we go to our second mid-fight of the game after 12 minutes. It's quite a stalemate one.
Do we have to call mid? Can we not just talk about how right I am again?
I'm sorry, no. We've got to go to the mid.
Alright, well, Vanny is checking, but there's nobody really turning up to the fight over on the side of ANTIC. They're just playing it from their own valley. Ignis is trying to get behind, but he doesn't want to commit hard behind though. Instead he just wants to reconnect with his team, pick off AMS and just kind of push the rest of ANTIC out. And
honestly, Weep's busting choke right now. Getting through, Smear, maybe caught out. Very weak, dead! This could be the key frag they need for busting last right now. Vanny's already prodding through lobby. So's Ignis. They could be, you know, go for a force right now.
I mean, Raptor's got the Uber and he's waiting, pretty much hugging his resupply. There's no way that this boy is dropping.
It looks like we could be going to another stalemate, TurboTabs.
Please, no daddy, no more. They hurt.
They've used, Menti's used through main. It's absolutely awful Uber. The scouts on the point. That was juking about. Counter Uber at his pop. Arms has got his little banner on, building that thing up.
War's like, stop bullying me, I want to get out. And he finally will get out. And, that's right. Yeah. Man, it's just you see the disadvantage of Soldier there, Connor. I mean, AMS was pretty much right next to him, barrel in the mouth of War, yeah, and he was just bouncing out like a rabbit, not feeling any of it.
War's just got that movement, but I hear a banner being popped off here. Ams is waiting in lobby. He's going to get 2 frags, perhaps. He gets the War frag. Can't get anything else, though.
Well, I mean, it will sort of delay things, but at the end of the day, it is still a trade and they want to make this push in. They know they've got an advantage and I don't think they're going to wait for War either. They've already got this cap time as well. Everyone's flooding onto the point, everyone's dropped onto the floor, and this is the death sentence for ANTIC here.
Menti's got his
it's
Uber.
Just Butnose left, and what is Butnose supposed to do against an Uber?
Unbelievable.
Oh god, getting a taste of their own medicine. But then again, it's just 1-1. It's just a draw. It's not quite the win that they had. And there's 16 minutes left. They could still get another 3 rounds and then throw again.
Yeah, it's Weebs things, you know what I mean? But it's only halfway to TurboTabs. Plenty of time remaining in this game.
Is anybody jumping out at you so far in this game, Connor? Is anybody like really turned up for you?
I like to think that Adams is having quite a good game here. You know, he's making plays, you know, getting frags on Menti. And Ignis is in on the med. Raptor's so weak on the slope. He's just chilling. He's all good. And
oh, very nice. Oh, actually, Nothouse will get the AMS kill, but I think that's the only... Oh, now with Menti going down, that's the nail in the coffin for this mid. But it looked like things were going really good.
Here comes Warzen.
Oh,
Warzen on the med. Oh, Raptor's so weak. Oh my god, 20 health.
The nice little combination of Surf and just Mercy in the patch notes allow him to survive there.
This means that ANTIC can have a 100% Uber advantage pushing into this last. And I'm only seeing a Pyro right now.
Yeah, they do have an Uber, so I want to squeeze in this point before we get to it. But it looked like they had a really good mid to start off with Weebtunnel tactics. But where was the follow-up, Connor? Did you see what was happening with it?
Ignis just seems to be a lone warrior right now. As ANTIC are walking in their right, it's the classic AMS Uber. Here he comes. Not really getting much of it right now. They're just doing nothing with this Uber, just taking lots of ground. This is a garbage position. Oh no. And nothing's really happening. They're just feeding. And Raptor's dead.
Oh man. And yeah, with everybody going down in such high numbers as well, and only the scraps are left, Yeehaw and Buttnose, not even Yeehaw at this point, they will get the second 3. They'll probably even get mid as well if they've got the initiative, but they've got a few people actually getting the forward respawn.
Sniper in forward spawn right now. He's just chilling there, scoped up on what would be choke. Where are the Weebs moving? They're starting to move balcony, it looks like. Very clever from Menti there.
They're dedicated to this AMS sniper. I mean,
Menti's ran under. What a god! It's like he knows. And he's in house, and AMS is now useless.
And nobody's there. He's finally peeked out. It's like, where are the players? Team? Oh, there's a scout, but I missed him.
And Smear going down so low. Not gonna die for it though. But it's all buying time for Raps to get his Uber up. He's on 70% right now.
They literally put every single egg into that AMS sniper basket there. It was just not what they were looking for.
Yeah, pretty fruitless. But Raptor's coming up on his Uber here. I wonder if the Weebs are going to go in thinking they have ad. And no, it seems like they know.
Yeah, just playing it cool. Oh, you see Ignis, he's actually in, but nobody really wants to deal with him. They instead just want him to come to their little tower, and he will be slapped down by the power of her P.
Going for those Mikey directs, you know, just upwards into the faces of them. And we're just going to hold outside by the looks of it.
Gonna make you feel that crater.
Exactly. Ooh, big rocket from AMS. And the Weebs just seem to be feeding into this last right now.
Yeah. Just want to give a swift reminder to people. Oh, Pyro! Pyro!
Wow.
Nice,
and the
stylish skill from Yeehaw.
Menti trading Ubers right now in top lobby.
Vanny, he looks like he wants to go behind, but he's kind of giving them the debate. Oh, he's actually a debate on top of a debate. Oh, he's actually going to go down instead.
The double debate?
He brings a few players back, though, so it's all part of the plan.
The Ignis sniper in a choke right now. He's going to be picking off these players on the point. He gets the med drop! Not drop, the fucking kill.
Med down still. A med is a med.
Med is a med. Now he's just going to be tanking his scouts here. And he's down 30 health right now.
I mean,
and they're just going to clean people up.
They capped second. So, you know, points.
But in the end, TurboTabs, you know, fucking Menti's going to be coming up on a 70% ad here.
Fucking indeed. Well, they've got a sentry gun at the very least, Connor. So they can maybe have the building blocks of maybe another dud Uber for ANTIC. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see if what they can cook up. Whoa, yeah, he's posturing. He's waiting for the Uber. He's just literally waiting for the call at this point. They're going to go in with a scout and a demo. Nice little combination play. But look at this Pyro play, just bringing
the sentry gun.
Yeah, but the sentry gun does live just a little bit longer, and now they're going to start respawning players out. And with look at the cleanup crew of Buttnose and Yeehaw kind of just doing work. Everybody's doing their own little job actually over on the side of ANTIC. That was beautiful, beautiful TF2. That should be in the TF2 textbook if there was ever a written defense.
That was absolutely classic from there. I don't know. The Uber was pretty poor, I think. All they got for it was the sentry, and it was a bit of a car crash to overturn.
I mean, what would you do better? What could you even do? It looked like they were doing all the right steps. Oh, yep.
Vanny's hiding in the bush on mid right now, chilling for the med.
Oh,
here comes Vanny in on the med. No, he's just skipping out. Whatever.
Yeah, Yeehaw spotted him, so it was never his intention to go for the bomb. He just wanted to get out, and he did get out, and really quickly as well. He's been playing these jump maps.
Yeah, they've come up on about a 60% ad here, but ANTIC are just bullying their way in. Vanny's waiting for these arrows.
Oh, Herbie, he wants to get the med pick, but he's just caught in no man's land, and
Raptor 9 HP.
They're begging anybody to just click on Raptor. Look at all these -6 pellets being thrown his way, Connor.
Oh God, the whole of the ANTIC team was in the red at some stage there.
It did scare him though. I mean, when the scouts were coming in and you're so weak as a medic, that must be terrifying. All these 6 shots.
Here's one of those squeaky bum times, but War's in with the Uber. He's in their choke right now, but I don't think they're going to be getting Raptor with this. He's come up on his Uber just now.
Uh-oh. I've seen this scenario before. They're going to all try and cap point, and then suddenly the Uber of AMS and Co coming in, and they're going to block the point. Oh no, Connor, not like this.
Ignis is behind right now in the house. Having been spotted by Herpy, it's not going to work out in his favour.
It's time for the nut house. Can he make something happen? He's got in behind slightly, and it's just kind of him against the world, and he will go down to the world. It's just a few players left at choke, and they're just dropping it like dominoes, Connor.
It's all falling apart. Menti's trying to run away, but I think he's probably
going to get caught off by Smear as well, but Herpy beats him to the punch as well. Oh, man.
This should be an ANTIC round here. You know, unless we see another classic ANTIC beef, it should be in their hands. It's a nice little 60% ad. Menti's still down, with only a pyro for this defensive setup.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Ignis?
they made this defense happen last time. Wait, no, that was actually the ANTIC defense.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's Weebtunnel tactics to impress me. Show me your offering, Weebs.
Nice little sticky trap above main. Maybe, but here comes Lever top left. Scout demo. Being alive with this Bloodless Pyro once again. Finally going down. They've taken a lot of room top left, but Weeb's just sort of chilling, tapping the point.
Vanny's hiding above the point though, just making sure that no nerds can stand on it. And they're going to take out Smear as well, so no real definite way of kind of cleaning up this point once everybody blocks it.
Point. Oh, big rockets from Rams.
Oh wow, they're very controlling rockets, and 2-1, finally. Somebody's winning this game again, Connor.
AMS is taking control of this game. I thought that was a bit of a beef push again, you know, only getting the pyro. AMS is there towards the end just to pick up the pieces and really turn things around for ANTIC.
Yeah, I mean, even I called it out once Smear went down. I thought this push is over, but AMS did really take the reins of that last push. What's happening on this mid, Connor? You can take
We're
this
on
one.
Mid. Yeah, just sort of everyone's posturing up. Ignis is looking to do a high bomb. Here he comes. He's in on the train right now. He's not doing much. He gets picked off in the end. Meanwhile, AMS is on the opposing train, absolutely slamming Vanny. And Menti's just hightailing away to reset, probably dying here. And that was a full wipe. Not even a frag on the ANTIC team. That was pretty rough mid from the Weebs there.
It's just feeling so slow and sluggish, Connor, over on the side of Weebtunnel Tactics. They have the right idea, but everything just comes in like 5 seconds, 2 seconds too late. The Ignis bomb comes in too late.
Yeah, I want to see people going in with like Ignis. Like Ignis is going in sort of low Moria. As the Uber's coming in top left on last right now. They get the Ignis frag, but not much else is happening right now. They're just sort of posturing up on the opposite sides. Smith's calling, play the point, someone! AMS is in! And getting reflected.
Yeah, the stickies on point, they're kind of deterring everybody from making the plummet, and as time goes along, it's only to the credit of the last defense where they're gonna kind of just play the time, play off the respawners, and there you go.
Oh no, he guessed wrong. He was hiding outside main, and then he jumped back as Menti walked out of main. Oh, that was a comedy errors.
Was that technically an airshot war? You know what, I'm going to count it. It's an airshot.
It'll be on the logs.
It'll be on the logs. Anyway, they're trying to find some kills. Another trademark Warrior bomb forward, first one into the fight, and they can't seem to find anybody. Then they brought out the Herpy sniper.
The moving reset though, so this absolutely counters the sniper. They're coming up the river right now.
Oh, well, it does for all about 2 seconds before Herpy changes position. Oh, nice little pop in from Menti there, cutting off any sort of possibility for Herpy to get the snipe there, and because of his positioning, he definitely has to go down there.
Getting some nice frags though. They might be able to start rolling this to last if they can get the cap. What's going on?
I mean, Raptor is going to have a Zuba though, and I don't think they've got enough people kind of rushing to this point in time. It's at 90%.
Ooh, stickies. And they do good. Menti live. He's running away low right now, but he's getting chased by the Herpy. Ooh, quick saw! Go on, saw boy!
Oh,
he's out.
Ignis is still alive, but he's trying to bully this heavy weapons guy, but between the crossbows and the Natasha, it's just not in the cards for him.
But Menti lived, and he did get a soldier in that, so if they build this up pretty quickly, they could have a sizable mover advantage.
Yeah, and everybody's respawning now. Ignis is probably not going to be in time for the party, but that's okay. He can just do his quick series of jumps and he'll be there in the short little aftermath.
Yeah, they've only just got the Herpy Pyro coming up. I don't see where these smear stickies are there. And they've used him straight through mains.
They've got a sentry gun they're trying to build as well, greedily. I don't know why he's still building that. There we go, he'll finally change now. They get the Raptor pick as well. Now they just need to blob up. They need to use those heals and go for the frags while they're denying you the point. And there you go, textbook TF2. That is 2-2 on the board.
5 minutes remaining, TurboTabs. This is a pretty crazy game right now, very back and forth. I don't know what to expect for the next mid, honestly.
And look at both of these teams. Both of the new scouts kind of towering up there amongst their team. I guess they're going to show the raw new talent that could be coming pumped into the season.
Making a good impression here. As War's arriving to Rid quite a bit faster than this Smear. Oh, he goes down for it.
Oh no, that's a mid auto loss surely.
Comes in on Menti. Menti's alone in Valley right now. Oh, but gets picked off by Menti.
Yeah, but he's in a horrible position. Smear's actually going to get the flank onto him, and oh no, actually he just managed to get out in time, and through a series of fortunate knockbacks, Bloodless is going to get back to the respawner as well. Yeah, but Smear kind of
scout speed buff really helping Menti out there, you know, helping him escape.
Yeah, I definitely thought Smear would have got the kill there, but keep forgetting about that scout taxi.
Vanny's still in behind right now. He's on middle. But he's so far behind, it's not going to be useful. And Ignis is dead.
I don't know.
Here comes Vanny. Oh, Raptor, the noobs.
Man, I don't know what Ignis is sniffing to think he can jump a spire like that as a soldier against a scout. Has he not watched the
Smear's already at last.
He's actually got some Uber onto him as well, so he's not going to die. He's actually going to. Well, there you go, 3-2. That is quite a surprisingly fast round coming out from ANTIC there.
Yeah, considering Menti lived, I would have liked to see the Weeps building on last. Like they only had like 85 when Menti died there. If they were building, they could have had that Uber, and they didn't really need to contest 2 either. That was a weird play.
Wait, the foundations are starting to crumble here, Connor. I feel like I'm not even recognising TF2 at this point. It's all just kind of going a bit chaotic for my liking.
It's a bit all over the shop turn. As we arrive on the next mid. Ams is already doing fat damage on War.
This is. Oh wait, War
got
killed the Smear as well.
Now he's just to blob up on Raptor. Raptor's in and choke, and they're all just sat on him. Look at this. 2 185 scouts. Complete bitch mode. Oh my god. Raptor surviving on 50 health. Vanny's just sort of chilling.
You don't really like congratulating the enemy team, do you, Connor? He just all these. He's gaying it. He's bitching it. Well, where's your love of your fellow TF2 player?
Well, that's just TF2 these days, isn't it? You know, get your 2 scouts sound train, 185, nothing you can do. But 3-2, and ANTIC have 100% Uber now. Do you reckon they'll be gaying it, as you know what I mean, outside?
Oh, they'll be flaming. It's surely at this point, with 2 minutes left on the clock, it has to happen.
Yeah. Oh, Ignis in behind right now. Trying to 1v1 Yeehaw. And I don't know why they're just not pushing with the Uber here. Just get through choke. There's so much ground here.
I think in this point they're just they could kind of get the knockout and win this fight.
Ignis in behind the Oh, Raptor forced.
Very nice pop by Raptor, realizing I guess the danger that he was in, but still lose Smear, and that is a nice pick to get if you're on the side of Weebtunnel Tactics.
Yeah, but now they're not going to have the super for last, and Raptor's very disconnected from his team right now.
Wall's gone down again.
Ams, big air shot! Is it double? No. They're just sort of chilling on Spire right now, with 3 players down on the Weebs. Menti caught out in trash right now, this is awful. Menti's dead. Oh.
Have you waved the white flag as Weebtunnel Tactics at this point?
I just did, yeah. I mean, as Menti goes down there with his 80%, I think this is GG, as they say.
I mean, it looked like they gave up a little bit earlier, to be honest. It just looks so strange, some of these positions and where people were caught out. I feel like, I can't imagine what the Mumble was like. I bet it's just a huge, giant clusterfuck of a com.
Yes, I don't know, it was a bit messy. A bit of messy TF2 play did today, TurboTabs.
Yeah,
but
that's disgusting.
In the end, they've traded the map here, so
yeah,
it's been alright for the Weeds, I think. Even though they could have probably won both maps, it's been alright. They took the upset for one map, so
I mean, I don't know about you, Connor, but we went into this both agreeing about the ANTIC win outright. At least we probably would have originally thought that 6 ETF2L points would be awarded to ANTIC towards the end of this night, but I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. There's 3-3 on that ETF2L table.
I really thought it was going to be a whitewash to the TurboTabs.
Yeah.
You know, 5-0, 5-0,
I mean,
that sort of thing.
Who cares if you kind of through the first game, as long as it looks benefits you on the ETF2L table.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, our final score will be 4-2 to the Weebtunnel Tactics on this second map of Badlands. Just to wrap it up in a nice little tiny bow there. And speaking of wrap up, it's probably time to go to some logs. So I'm gonna refresh my little page here. Hopefully, Gem will have that up on the stream lickety split. But in the meantime, Connor, was there anybody that was like an MVP for you during that entire game?
For the first map, Ignis, but he sort of, I don't know, his team weren't really supporting him in the second game. Alright, let me just get these logs up.
Alright. So, maybe the logs will kind of give us the insight to that MVP for the second map as well. I mean, I'm seeing some big Warher air damage, but at this point, War's kind of trademarked that whole, you know, it is damage, but how much of it is useful damage?
Yeah, but Am's having a pretty big game there.
But he's having a pretty big death counter as well. He's just as well as he's going in there, getting these nice little picks, these nice little, you know, the ball rolling. I don't really see AMS surviving too much. It's not really the traditional pocket that I was brought up on, you know, Connor?
He's getting these the good frags though, you know, always killing Menti. I'd just like to apologise as well. I don't know why I said they traded maps. It was 6-0 to ANTIC. What am I talking about?
Wait, is it? Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, it's. You said it with such bravado and confidence. I was like, all right, Weebtunnel Tactics, let's get 3 points.
I think tripping TurboTabs.
I think it was the first map. We were like, no, there's no way they threw that map as hard as they did, and we just kind of tried to change the history books. But we can't trick the ETF2L admins. They're onto our case, especially with Bloodless as well on the in the actual game as well. But all right, well there you go. So we were there saying in disbelief, like, oh, 3-3 on the things. I thought ANTIC would take it, but they did.
Yeah, we were having an old age moment.
Very, very embarrassed. All right, you know, I thought our producer would maybe pick that up as well. I thought they would. I'm just throwing out blame. I don't want to be the one blamed here. Alright. Logs. Anyone jumping out at you, apart from the Yeehaw 5 deaths?
5 deaths, 21 and 5. That's pretty nuts. Nice little 4.2 KD there. He's really showing up, actually. Yeah, Ams here, Yeehaw having a pretty stellar game.
Yeah. Keep note that this is also just the start of the season, Connor. He could blossom into a very, very formidable scout.
Yeah, of course. And another thing I'd like you to note, TurboTabs, is there was 0 drops in that second map.
What?
Which for these two meds, you know, something's going wrong there.
Contact Zoob, I want to recount. I don't believe it for a second.
Something's gone wrong there, I think.
I feel like both medics have kind of tidied it up a little bit, even though maybe a little bit towards the end it was getting a bit all over the place. But It did look like much better TF2 at the start of the game, where just between all the back and forth. Again, brings up the question: is it the map, Connor? Is it just the map? It's a lot more comfortable for ANTIC, or ANTIC just needed to wake up? Oh, we're all barreling in now as we have the final little bits of logs, but at this point, probably not much to go over.
Some of the boys here, Blooders and Hair P.
Alright, well, we'll just we'll give the attention to these logs just in the file tail end, and then we'll start moving on to our little interview segment. As here you go, here's some mid stats. Next slide, please.
Oh, it's working
there you
now.
Go.
There we go.
Alright. It's on blank now. Maybe we should just move swiftly on. Oh wait, no, there you go.
8 frags on mid.
There are those advanced stats I was looking for.
Yeah, the ANTIC Scouts really having a good game on mid by the looks of things. Heavy +6, Yeehaw +8.
It felt like the mids really won the entire map, I thought, for ANTIC. It just looked like they were in so much more control on these mids, and again, just the Weebtunnel tactics mids just felt a little bit sluggish, like everything was just like a couple of seconds off.
Yeah, sort of putting their eggs in the Ignis basket, and it was 5 mids to ANTIC actually, and only 1 to the Weebs.
Yeah.
Something's really gone wrong there.
Alright, I think we should be kind of finishing up now in the logs. I don't think there's much more slides to go.
These fancy little stats. Look at this.
I know. What's it like being behind the curtain for once, Connor? Seeing all the magic?
Yeah, it's different, definitely different. I'm not used to this at all.
We've got conversion rates, man. We're converting things into percentages for you just to make it easier.
ANTIC only a 44% conversion rate. Crazy.
They just had so many more shots at the target, you know?
Yeah, a lot of beefs though. The classic Amzubala, right? Loving that. Alright.
I've had all the stats in the world now. Oh wait, nope. I'm gonna get seconds, it seems. Alright. Yeehaw just kind of showing Warher, yeah, is very, you know, dieable, deafable, very fragile, made of biscuits. What more can I say? He can die as well as he can kill.
Yeah, Yeehaw have a really good game there. 21 and 5, that's insane.
Alright.
New start.
We've pat the back long enough. Let's talk to our interviewees. Take back their muzzles. I want to hear them. Alright.
Nice.
We can hear you now, boys. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I want to welcome in Bloodis from Weebtunnel Tactics, and I also want to welcome in Her P.
Hello.
From ANTIC. Hello.
Hello.
The P himself.
No,
right.
sadly I'm a clone.
First off, I want to apologise because you're going to watch back this VOD, guys, and you're going to be like, why on earth did they think this was a tie at some point? But we kind of just forgot to press our shift key and realised that ANTIC won the second map, not Weebtunnel Tactics, so please forgive.
We were actually quick enough onto the stream to be able to see you do it live, and then diss you in Mumble for like 2 minutes.
Ooh. Okay, that hurt. Alright.
Feels bad, man.
I'll have to pick up the slack from here. Her P, congratulations.
Thank you.
Week 1, in the bag.
Yeah, it feels good.
I gotta ask though, what was the morale like in that first map? 3-0 down.
Oh, I was actually thinking about quitting at that point. Like I was like 0-10 or something, and I was like, no, I'm too old, I'm too fat. Like, this is not gonna work out, this is just gonna give me grief. And then I went, I think, like 15 frags without dying or something, so it felt pretty good. So, I think like the general morale was like really shit, but not like in a bad way, just, you know, in the we're losing way and we need to fix it.
What's the point where your team was thinking, you know what, we could actually do this, we could actually turn this around? Well, can you remember?
I think it was when it was 4 seconds left and we turned it around.
So you thought there was no way this was going to a golden cap?
I was running around in a circle with 15 HP and I hear like a soldier walk up behind me. And then it turns out that he doesn't have any ammo left. Everyone else is missing me and I'm like, this is basically the Matrix happening around me. like at that point, it was like maybe something will happen because no one is dying, despite the fact that we should.
Yeah, you just dug deep, I suppose. Nah, that's I mean, behind every great victory is a crushing, I guess, turn of events. Bloodis, tell me about the other side of things. How was everyone feeling like at the 3-0 mark? Let's think about the good times for a little bit.
I mean, I think like people were like getting a bit too confident on the fact that like
you were getting sloppy then. You were just thinking cocky.
Yeah, and then like when we like lost the first round then on process, then we were starting to like when we were starting to lose the first round in process, then we were like actually thinking like, okay, now we actually like should get our mind back again to the game.
What was the point where you guys were really scared, like, oh my god, they might actually do this?
Like when they were like got the second round in process, that was like pretty much the point where we actually like were thinking like, oh no, they can actually like still do it, because like pulling like a team like this to 3-0 is like actually giving you a big confidence boost, but then like it gets taken away from you.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of
It's fine though.
Well, so I mean, where do you think you could have improved then on that map? What little improvements or little things you thought went wrong, personally?
Well, on process, like it's not even like even like the better maps that we have actually like gotten to play recently. Like Badlands has been like really strong for us, pretty much. But then like we just got even trashed even worse on that one. So that actually stings a bit.
Like totally.
But then on process, like it was actually a bit surprising that like we were like doing well on that. Like I don't even mind like losing 3-4 on it finally. But then the fact that like we have done so well on Badlands and then like still lose on it worse.
Well, was there
You little troll, Bloodis.
Was there anything you liked about that last game?
That was awful, TurboTabs.
I had to do it, man. It was a low-hanging fruit. All right, okay. We'll stow it over to Herpy. We'll see what sort of joke he's got cooked up. You better shine, Herpy.
I don't have anything. I'm not mean.
All right.
I like that.
Okay, Herpy, what was the expectations of ANTIC going into this game tonight?
I mean, we kind of knew, like it. Oh, you made me think about the word "like" too much, Bloodis, because now I will like stop myself every time I say it too, because TurboTabs started laughing. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all Brits do it.
Like we're missing Rising, and we haven't played that much since we kind of locked down the roster. There was like there was a lot of movement the last like 2 weeks or something, and on top of that, process is by far, I would say, our worst map.
Oh wow!
It's only the last couple of days that we started to actually have good games on it. Otherwise, it's just been rolls against Nunja Black, I think. But I think we actually beat Nunja Black, but I'm not really sure. But it's we're not getting anything done on it, and so playing that first map and feeling like, oh no, we're not getting anything done, kind of felt like, oh, this is what we got coming for us. But going over to the second map, and especially like getting back on the first map, felt really good. It just felt like we were messing up small things, especially cons and stuff like that, because you don't have the full roster and you don't have that experience in yet. So you, for example, that I think it's gonna be a classic Amsuber from bottom right there, where we did nothing and we lost, like went all the way back to our and lost. And that's just kind of based on two people having two way different ideas and calling two different tubers. So stuff like that shouldn't happen, but it does for us so far. And now we have Swift next week, but I think they do. I think they were 1-1.
It was 6-0, but it was 4-0 on process and only 2-1 on Badlands or Prolands.
Baddies.
Pretty crushing, I don't know. Swift.
Well, still a full season, anything could happen. But I think during all the likening, I've lost all of my my questions in my head. So, Connor, Save me. Is there any questions you've got to ask?
You've took it all out from me, Turbo.
Well, maybe we could start wrapping things up. Is anybody you want to? Maybe we'll start throwing some shout-outs now. We'll go in the traditional alphabetical order. Guest first. Bloodis, is there anybody you particularly like out there that you want to throw a shout-out?
I want to give a shout out to my team and to all the ETF2L admins.
All right, Herpy, it's your moment.
Oh, well, I want to give a shout out to, I think, the 7 last seasons that I missed. And to all the people that asked Yeehaw to do shout outs. That Smega said if you're getting interviewed, you shouldn't do shout outs to those people because that's nerdy. So I'm specifically like, you know who you are. Also, I'm doing a special shout out to my boy Sebosai having fun over in Overwatch with a nice beard. So, you know, that's good.
Alright, cool. Connor, any closing words?
Yeah, just shout out to my team and shout out to Spo. And thank you, TurboTabs, for giving me a good game to watch.
Yeah. I wish I could say I arranged it, but I really did not.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting from start to end.
Yeah, it's just...
Can I just quickly...
All right,
sorry.
One more Herbie. God damn it.
Yeah, I've been told by several people to do a shout-out for Denia. Apparently he's qualified for something somewhere, which is nice because the last time I saw him he was wearing a tracker cap and eating a kebab. So it's nice to see that life goes up for some people.
Well, you don't forget about the little people, it seems, Herbie. Okay, my turn now. I'm going to give a big shout out to our guests, Bloodis and Herpy. It's been a pleasure for both of you, for different reasons. I'm going to give the biggest shout out in the world to Connor, Condawg himself, for joining me on the co-cast here. Thank you very much, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to do this again. We have to do it again.
Yeah, no worries, anytime.
Like, totally. Now, the final... Well, actually, the second final one. I'm not going to give him the final one. Gemm, the big man behind the faceless production team. He's doing a wonderful job, as always. So, a big shout out to him. Less than 3 in the chat, please, for Gemm. But other than that, I'm going to give a pat on the back to you guys at home. I'm sure you guys have been joining in to the likes as much as anybody. And you know what else we can like? We can like our Facebook page over on Team Fortress TV. Seamless transition. We also have a Twitter that you can't like, but you can follow. We also have a YouTube, which you can subscribe to. And I'm sure you can like some videos. So get your like fill from there. And like totally, it's time to end the show. It's Team Fortress TV. This was ETF2L Season 28, Week 1. Process and ProLands was our map. ANTIC versus Weebtunnel Tactics were our teams. I've been TurboTabs. Thanks for joining us. Oh, follow me on Twitter, @_TurboTabs. Thank you. Oh, yes. Also, there's a tip of the hats going on at the moment. In all the excitement, I actually forgot about the charity. Don't forget to stop by to the tip of the hats. It's always it's a great cause. For the kids. All right. Shout outs are done. Done and dusted. See you next time.